Hello everybody, my name is Nasty Mold, and in this video we're going to get all of our daily quests, or seasonal candles, or treasure cakes, find information on today's shard event, all that. We also have a double seasonal candle event on right now, and a double candle cake event, which means we'll have double the amount. So today we're going to have 8 of these to find within the Vault of Knowledge. We also have 8 of our little treasure cakes to find in the Daylight Prairie. So I will show you where you can find those a little later on. Each of these will give us 25% of the wax needed to forge a season candle, so when we find all 8, we should have 2 season candles today. So we had our 2 in the beginning area, and then we have 1 behind that pillar, 1 here, 1 here. That brings us to a total of 5, and then 1 just across over by where this sapling sometimes is. So that is 6 in total. We have 2 more to find, and they can be found on the 2nd floor. So let's sit at the elevator, and I'll meet you up top. Alrighty, we have 1 over here by this lantern, and then we have our final 1 in front of this 4-player door. Again, collecting all these should give us 2 total seasonal candles today. Let me forge those real quick. And let's get started on today's daily quests. It seems pretty obvious, but to light 20 candles, we have to be the ones to physically light them. If they are already lit, it will not count towards quest completion. "30 pieces of light can be obtained from candles or by burning darkness. We just have to pick up 30 pieces of individual wax." Today's spirit to relive is the Thoughtful Director. They can be found on the 1st floor of the Vault of Knowledge behind this 4-player door. This spirit is super easy to relive. You do need 3 other players, so 4 players total to open this door, and you all need the telekinesis emote. This spirit can be found just behind that newly opened door, and like I said, it's very easy to relive, but it's quite a long carry ball quest. You have to walk all the way up this little secret corridor, and it does take quite a while. I might even speed this up a bit because, man, this spirit's kind of boring. So we're just going to follow it along its path, and yeah, very, very easy. To relive a spirit's memories, all we have to do is first relive a spirit and then light them, watch their final cutscene, and recollect their emote. This can be done with any spirit in the Vault of Knowledge. It does not necessarily have to be this one. So feel free to use any spirit at all as long as they're in the Vault of Knowledge. Today's rotating treasure candles can be found in the Daylight Prairie, and we do have a double cake event on right now, which means we'll find 8 of these cakes instead of the standard 4. So our first 2, of course, are in the social space, and the rest can be found scattered throughout the entirety of the Daylight Prairie. We have 1 in the middle of the butterfly fields. The next one's going to be in the cave, so we're just going to fly this way and go through this barrier to get to the cave. Once we're in, we're going to find it pretty much in the middle. And this is the only one in the cave, so once we collect this, we're just going to go straight and head into the Prairie Village. Just keep going this way. Once we're here, we'll find one in the middle. And if you're looking for maximum candles, I would highly recommend going into the 8-player elevator, getting the candles there. It's also very convenient because it'll automatically spawn you up at the very top, which is our next spot. So you can do that, get extra candles, and be teleported up here. Or you can skip it like me. Depends how much time you have and whether or not you're doing a full candle run. So flying all the way up, we should have one kind of in front of the temple and then one inside of the temple. Here's the one in front, and then we'll go inside. There's always a weird little camera angle here. Stop. There is our next one. Now we're gonna head back out and head to the bird's nest area for our final treasure cake. So for those who don't know exactly what area I'm talking about, we're just gonna fly, and it's the land towards the left here. This is usually the direction I do my entire prairie candle run. If I'm doing a prairie run, I go through the butterfly fields, caves, islands, into the 8-player elevator, up to the temple, and then across to the bird's nest. And then from there, I usually do the sanctuary islands, which there are quite a few treasure cakes there as well if you're looking for more. Once we get through that barrier, we're going to go to the first tower that we see, and the cake should be right on it. Yay! So this is our final rotating treasure cake for today. Today's shard will be falling in the Golden Wastelands battlefield, and it is a black shard, which means it will be awarded with regular candles. I'm going to show you where you can find the battlefield and the potential spots where the shards can fall. Right now we are in the graveyard, and I'm just going to fly past all these guys into the battlefield, which is the next area, just before the Golden Wasteland Temple. So like I said, today it will be black shards, which means it will give us regular candles, and the shards will fall at the time on the screen now. The times are also in the description, and there is also a converter to your own time zone if you need one of those. Alrighty, so this is where the shards should fall today, and there are 2 locations that I know of. One is over here, right in the very front of this wall, so somewhere in this vicinity right here. And the next one is past the wall on the left side, so we're going to fly through. Zoom. And kind of by this black darkness plant, it'll be on the left side of there. It's a bit far though, it's a bit out of the way, kind of over by this wall, all the way over there. And I do have a recording from when it was here before, so I will show you how to do it. So this recording is from the second location, past the wall on the left hand side, and it is pretty easy. It's a black shard, so it's not going to be super hard, but I do believe there are shard crabs, so be careful just because you can't flip them, but dodging them isn't altogether too difficult. And that is it for today's daily changes in the Vault of Knowledge. Thank you so much as always for watching, you guys. I hope you found this helpful, hope you enjoyed, and I will of course see you in the next video. Bye bye!